Here's an interesting fact. Did you guys know that in the first 8 hours of the invasion in Normandy, D-Day, more U.S. soldiers died than Vietnam, Iraq 1, Iraq 2, Korea, and Afghanistan combined. That is insane. And so I've been on this really big World War II kick lately. Some Twitch viewers told me about Band of Brothers, which I missed it. If you haven't seen it and you're like a war fan, Band of Brothers and the Pacific, it's amazing. Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg produced it, and it's such a good. Both of them are based off of both the Band of Brothers and the Pacific are based off of books, but it's such a good series. And it was on HBO, and now I think you can get it like the Google Play Store or whatever, you can find it online. I'm not going to tell you where to go, but I'm pretty sure you guys can find it online somewhere. And it's just amazing. I've been watching those. I'm reading The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, which is basically the entire history of Germany and how Hitler came to power and all that, which is just really, it's so interesting to me. And I don't know. I go through phases, and I think right now I'm going through this World War II war phase. And it's just such an interesting war, and the sacrifices people made, and the sacrifices people now, it just really makes me appreciate living in America and having so many awesome warriors that risk their life, that are brave and risk their life to defend this country. And, regardless of the politics, I don't want to get into the politics of it, but it's awesome, man. It's amazing to think that the Marines now are more equipped, better trained, have more technological advances than the Marines in the 50s or 40s, are better soldiers. They may not be as courageous, they may not be as strong. The guys back then were badass. Not to say that the guys now aren't badass, but they were some bad dudes back then. So it's really inspiring for me. So anyways, I went on Twitter. I'm like, so what's a good World War II game? Because I've been, I get bunkered down in these games and just lose track of space and time, and that's pretty much what happened with Arma 3. Arma 3 was so much fun as a shooter, I just kind of stopped playing all other shooters, so I missed out. And someone suggested Heroes and Generals on Twitter, and so it was free to play. I was like, I'll check it out. And sure enough, this game is a lot of fun. Like, I was surprised at how much fun this game is. It reminds me of Dave Defeat from Counter-Strike. I don't know if anybody played that, and that was a lot of fun. I used to play the crap out of Dave Defeat. And, so I've been playing this, Heroes and Generals, and I got this machine gun right away because, Private Ryan can't be running around with a Garand. What do I look like, some pleb? So, I was like, free-to-play game. I don't mind supporting free-to-play games. I know a lot of people are like, pay to win. This game's pay to win. No, you just got to look at it like this. Like, this is how I look at it. My buddy a buddy of mine told me about this, and I thought it was a really interesting idea. He's like, well, you look at a movie, you go to the movie theater, and you pay what? You pay $10 to see a movie. You're being entertained for literally 2 hours. So you're paying $10 for 2 hours of entertainment. So that's $5 an hour. So you're paying $5 an hour to be entertained. And, if you bowl or if you go, like you go to the arcade, you're spending way more than that. Not that I bowl or go to the arcade, but you're spending a lot of money per hour to be entertained. And so if you look at gaming like that, you really do get a really good deal on some games. Like if you spend $60 and you enjoy the game for 60 hours, that's $1 an hour. Now if you spend 120, 240, you're literally paying 30 cents an hour to be entertained by a game. So anyways, the way I see it with the free-to-play games is I'll see how much time I have spent into it. Like if I have 10 hours into it, then I'll give them $10. If I got 20 hours into it, I'll give them $20 because that's $1 an hour for entertainment. Now, I will cut off any free-to-play game, though. Here's my other thing. No matter what free-to-play game, no matter how much I like it, I won't spend more than $60. I'll set up, I never spent more than $60 in PlanetSide 2, and I got, I think I got a couple hundred hours out of that game. But just because I see it as that's how they really make their money is if they if they have players who really enjoy the game and then they spend like, you know, a couple $100. They're called whales in the industry. They call them whales. And they just spend and buy everything, and they spend so much money. And so I don't let it play into my psychology. I won't spend $60 because that's the cost of most games. So if it's a free-to-play game, then I'll cut off at $60. I spent $20 on this game. And I bought this gun, and, you know, I bought the little membership to increase your XP or whatever. And it's cool. It's all right. Whatever. But the really cool part is it's totally unbalanced. This fucking machine gun is ridiculous. So what I did was I got all these mods for it. Like, you can modify the gun. And I made it have the max damage and the max rate of fire. But it doesn't have anything else. It doesn't have recoil. It doesn't have accuracy. It doesn't have anything. So I literally walk around a corner and spray like 50 bullets at somebody in like 2 seconds, right? And it's hilarious because it has no aim. It's essentially, this gun is essentially like a 50 cal submachine gun with like, you know, 100 bullets per second or something, and you can run around with it. It's hilarious. So anyways, I changed that because that was like, you know, it was funny, but it was just really bad. So then I remodified it. You can modify the trigger, the spring, the barrel, all this. You know, you really go in deep with it. And I remodified it to where it's like a sniper now. So now it has really high accuracy and really high range, but it's still a fucking MG. So it's great. It's a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun. You guys should check it out. I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard about this game. I'm late. I'm the one who's late to the game on it, but it is actually, it's a blast, dude. I love this World War II stuff. I don't know. I wish they'd come out with a really, really easy to install, fun World War II mod for Arma 3. They have one. It's just a pain in the butt to install. Or like a Battlefield, a new Battlefield like 1942 or something. That would be a lot of fun. That would be awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will catch you next time. As always, peace.